And another reason why I had to split this into 2 streams, by the way, hi YouTube audience, I probably should have pressed press the recording button 20 seconds ago, but you didn't miss anything. Another reason why I want to do this in 2 streams is that, well, it's been a while since I last actually played it, so I am bound to get the order of things wrong, which means, Newcomb, it is time for you to be introduced to one of my stream's greatest all-time features. Normally this is used in Metroid Prime. But I think it applies here too, especially because I played Fusion the other day and I managed to run into a spot where I forgot where things were. And if I can forget where things are in Fusion, I can definitely forget where they are in Dread. I think this might have been the file in question where I was just playing and playing and playing, and I guess that means I'm going to delete this. Oh, hey, the boss rush feature. Rookie mode? Ugh. Who wants to make things easy? I don't want to do hard mode either, to be fair, because... Metroid. A virulent floating organism that drained energy from its prey through physical contact. Metroids were originally created by the Chozo, and named after their word for ultimate warrior. Their value as a bioweapon sparked several crises, and as a result, all traces of them have been eliminated. They are now extinct. You know what? I'm not even gonna narrate this. The music! You must hear the music! Surely you remember those guys. That's the last of Samus's original power suit. Look, 8-bit Metroids. Abilities being tested immediately, huh? That's never happened to you before, has it, Samus? That never happens in Metroid. SAX. Somehow that 2,000-meter wide research station just completely offed the entire planet. I don't know how. X. This game actually does contain voices, just so you know. You won't need me this time. Ah, yes, the EMMI. The main feature touted in this game. Okay, I think you've heard the music enough. But it'd be kind of weird if I started narrating now. There is actually a real-life brand called Exelon, without the I. Which I think is an oil company. I've seen Jim Furyk wearing a patch of it on his shirt when he played golf. Well, it's good to know she's still employed within the Galactic Federation. Yeah, you'll notice that they gave no specific time frame for how long this is after fusion. But chronologically, this is the most recent game in the series, and that includes Prime 4 coming out soon. Prime 4 does not take place after this. Purple.
We'll soon be entering ZDR's atmosphere.
Does not seem appropriate.
That's Adam.
The risk clearly outweighs the reward. Treat our lost assets with care, lady.
Entering the atmosphere in T-10. 9, 8.
Those assets being the EMMIs, of course.
3, 2, 1.
This is not how you land on a planet, by the way. Just accelerate and smash into the ground. See? Look what happened.
Hello, I'm a piece of garbage.
That elevator leads to the depths of an underground facility. Signal quality is likely to be low. Remote communication remains difficult. Try to connect to the facility's network when you reach the bottom. That way, you can gain contact. Many objections, lady.
Yeah, you'll notice that they actually went with a full, completely automated voice for Adam instead of my hybrid voice that I prefer using in Fusion. Oh, I believe you. A living Chozo. Love to know why Samus is immediately approaching this guy as if he's a threat. Well, I guess your intuition's pretty good. This guy is a threat. Actually, that is a fair point, Nukem, especially with X's afoot. Anything that's been absorbed by an X is automatically a huge threat. Though he actually has not been absorbed by the X's. Wait, what? Oh, I do not remember having to use the freaking analog stick to move in a 2D platformer. But I do remember now that there are abilities that use the D-pad, so. Once again, we have power grip already equipped. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Samus's arm is extremely versatile.
Loading data.
I noticed.
So you've accessed a network station. Well done, Samus. I have reviewed your vital signs and video log from the data you uploaded. I've run a full analysis, but I cannot account for why you lost consciousness. My readings indicate dramatic physical changes in you. Whatever caused these changes seems to have stripped you of most abilities. You might call it physical amnesia. That brings me to your assailant. I am checking the Federation database against your video log. It appears to have been a Chozo. The attacker's identity is not yet clear. I have determined that you are somewhere within the depths of ZDR. Your top priority should be to return to your ship on the surface. This situation is precarious. Trust your instincts as you navigate upward. This planet appears to consist of multiple areas. Shuttles, elevators, and other modes of transport connect them. Keep an eye out for ways to reach the surface. The ship's location is marked on your global map. Check it for yourself. You may encounter pockets of low temperature. Your Metroid DNA renders you vulnerable to such environments. Spending time in cold areas will be harmful to you. There are many such cold areas scattered underground. Do not enter them with your basic power suit. One final thing. Underground interference is preventing radio transmissions. Check in with me at any network stations you find.
Yeah, this here is the only Metroid game where the end goal is just get back to your ship. You know, in any other Metroid game, your ship will be available. Like, will be available for you to interact with. And, and enter for a health replenishment at any time. But yeah, this game has a completely different control system than any other Metroid game, so that might be another reason why I don't play this one quite as often, because it's a lot to get used to, but it's not bad. It's just a lot more stuff than I'm used to. That door right there is a one-way, but once you open it from that side, it becomes accessible from both sides. Here's your global map. And the ship is up there way at the top. Missiles! Ah! It's an EMMI! A really crappy EMMI that's already been mostly destroyed. Don't get used to this. Does this music not fill you with terror? It's very effective, isn't it? Oh, look, a brain. That's pretty normal. Normal for Metroid, anyway. And yeah, Samus is just casually absorbing the energy like a Dragon Ball character. If it wasn't obvious, this is your tutorial for EMMIs. You'll meet plenty more of those, and it won't be nearly that easy. See, that's the door I was talking about, where it was a one-way, but now you can open it from both ways. When it takes a long time for it to open like that, that's the tell that it's one of those rooms. I thought this was a map room. Oh no, we need charge beam for that, don't we? And for that. That's an EMMI zone. Yeah, these are... You get an item a little bit later that allows you to cling onto those walls, but right now, you're kind of helpless. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, the rest of the EMMIs are in good shape. Can't escape. If the EMMIs are tracking you, you can't escape. Wait, what the? There's an invisible enemy over there. You'll need another item to get through there. And there. I really do like the dark mechanical lighting in this game, especially with like all of Samus's glowing parts.
Both enemy you encountered were clearly trying to capture you. They may have been hacked. If so, the it's reasonable to assume all Emmy will be hostile. Emmy send out a pulse to detect vibrations in the air within a certain range. Essentially, they can hear you. Upon detecting vibrations, an Emmy enters surveillance mode to track their source. Stay out of its line of sight when this happens. Otherwise, the danger to you increases dramatically. An Emmy that has seen you will begin pursuit. Part of the pursuit protocol is to seal the Emmy zone exits. You will be trapped inside. To survive, you must leave its range of pursuit. Evade the Emmy and it will disengage. This will also unseal the exits. An Emmy never leaves its assigned zone. Their control system must permit them to operate only within that range. I estimate a 99% probability of death if an Emmy captures you. There may be a very small opportunity to escape, but exploiting this window will be virtually impossible.
He is not kidding. You have 2 1-frame opportunities to parry them, but it is 1 frame.
The Emmy are immune to your current weapons. You lack the unique energy used to defeat the first Emmy. Your only option now is to evade capture and find an exit. Your highest priority in an Emmy zone should be simply to survive.
Oh, right. I need the morphing ball, don't I? That's right, we don't even have the orb right now. Certainly helps to pay close attention to the mini-map. Oh, heck. Heck! I think I was supposed to get up there. Just keep going. Dude, what the... No, actually, that was where I came in. See, aren't you glad... Shut up. Aren't you glad that we have this now? There's no way it's this simple. Yeah, that's just a little recharge station. You don't need that. Oh, heck! What I've always loved about Metroid games is that none of them are explicitly horror, but they all have horror elements that keep the experience so interesting. Oh yeah, still no orb. There's enough save points, and besides, this is one of those modern games where, like, as soon as you die, you respawn right where you last died. The save points are only for, like, when you want to just straight up stop playing and take a break. I feel like it's possible to cheese this. I feel like I've done it before. Well, I hacked it. I might be wrong anyway. But I really do feel like I've cheesed that before. I feel bad for all the animals that I'm killing here, but you shouldn't be. It's a Metroid game. You know the planet's gonna just blow up at the end anyway. It always does. Wait, this is a map, I think. Besides, better to die than to live the rest of your life as an ex-zombie. Yeah, the map is very, very thorough. If you want to go for 100%, there really is nothing stopping you in this game, and I have gotten 100%. I don't think I'm going to do it in this playthrough. But the option does exist. I forgot just how wide that window was. Dude. That was ridiculous. There it is. Wait, this is normal mode, right? I do not remember missiles being only 2. No, wait, no. That's correct. Here we are in the EMMI zone again. Yeah, I think all these gray rooms here are EMMI zones, and the blue stuff is just general stuff. Oops. Let me raid with you. Let me also mute all the soundboards, because I realize if I'm going to update the forgetting where things are count, I can't use a soundboard either. Uh-oh. Oh, it's this part. You might remember this if you've been paying attention to my YouTube videos. This is the "we got really lucky" video of mine. Oh, can't go there. Wait, crap. Crap! So yeah, all those little yellow circles are your vibrations being read by the EMMI, as Adam told you about. Oh, can't go there. You can see the blue smoke. It's a very cold room. Chozo statue. On the preview, it still takes that guy. It still takes you quite a bit to destroy that guy. Most bosses in this game actually aren't immune to regular shots. You can just... Because you'll notice, you have pretty much unlimited fire rate in this game. And a lot of speedrunners have taken that to heart. I love those little background critters. E. Wait, I think it's been here. What else do I need to do here? Wait, there's no way to get up there. I mean, there is later, but not right now. That's right, here we go. Wait, what? I could have sworn that charge beam is what... Oh, but there's a charge beam door here. Oh boy. I feel like I'm still missing something. Been there already. Crap. I didn't mean to let go of the button there. Wait, where are we? Where the heck are we going? I am missing something, aren't I? What am I missing? Oh, there's that scary guy again. Ah, yes. Oh. I guess that all kind of counts as another one of those, huh? Ow. Ow. There's a difference between just standing there and parrying and then just moving forward and pressing the button is actually an assault attack. Ow. Or offensive attack, I suppose would be a better word. Well, we're already in World 8. You can tell there's a lot of hot rooms nearby. Can't go there either. You need the Varia suit for that. Adam's briefing about cold rooms actually wasn't quite accurate. That's right, that's what I needed. I knew that was it. I just couldn't remember. When exactly? Oh. Except I still don't have the orb. Hey. Come on, Samus. Alright, Adam, what did I just do?
Uploading data.
There was no record of your assailant in the Federation database. However, there are records of the chosen warrior tribe. There is a strong possibility the two are connected. You have seen the warrior tribe's architecture and artifacts on this planet. I conclude that this was one of their settlements. But why would someone lead you here and send the enemy after you? The footage of the X-Parasite may have been staged to lure you in.
And yes, we will find out about that.
The situation remains unclear, but your priority hasn't changed. You must return to the ship. You have activated the magma supply system that has restored power to the closed thermal doors. Seek them out to proceed. Continue to search for the unique energy you employed against the first enemy. It is the only way you can confront them. Unfortunately, this energy is limited. You may have noticed it dissipating after an enemy is destroyed. There are 6 remaining enemy hunting you. You have no means to confront them. Remember that.
Even though we just established that we have one means to confront them. Still, 1 is not a very big number. Oh boy. Oh, it's right above me. Okay. So we actually might be okay. Open a little faster, please. Oh, he's the 4th. Wait, what? It's an eye. It's Rinka's. You remember these little guys from Mother Brain's room in the older Metroids, right? Oh wow, 1 little missile upgrade actually gives you 5. There's a good reason, because this is also a brain. It's that same little species of brain that we saw earlier. I am definitely glad that that they remind you how to use the Omega Cannon, because... Oh yeah, that's another little tutorial. You gotta heat up the shielding first. You can't just blast the EMMI to Kingdom Come. There's 2 steps now. Okay, I got a little too greedy there. That's supposed to be a really easy setup, but I kind of hecked it. Oh, shoot. It's still pretty easy. Yep, we can absorb new abilities from the dead EMMIs. Now this EMMI zone is perfectly safe. Well, there's still going to be regular enemies in it, but we won't have to worry about the EMMI itself anymore. That is, of course, until we go to the next part of the world, where there is an intact EMMI. Missiles! Ow. That's an ugly door. I wonder if there's a boss behind it. Well, it's that invisible creature that we've been seeing in the background. The first boss in the game actually has a proper build-up to it. How about that? Alright, so this boss does indeed require heavier firepower. How about I actually jump and dodge that once in a while? Ah. This creature I do believe is named Corpius. And yes, that's me still pressing the buttons to spam those buttons. Or to spam those missiles. If you manage to get a perfectly timed parry on these bosses, there's actually very specific sequences that can be triggered to let you deal a boatload of damage to them. I think it's Subsonic's favorite feature in the game. It might be mine too. I think it's the only Metroid game that does that. Oh, look at Samus. Look at Samus. She is so cool. She's so cool. Cube! Yeah, so don't get too crazy with it. A little bit of loading screen upon defeating a boss. See, now all of a sudden it feels like we're making a lot of progress. Feels like we're ready to move on to another part of the game, and I think we are. Which is why we're here now. My favorite part of the game is the fact that it like naturally manages to transition to the next area beautifully. Yeah, I still don't have Morphing Ball. Wait. What? I thought that was a platform. Easy. And here's our first shuttle. From Artaria to Kataris. Both places have Tari in the name. That is not a running theme in the entire game. I just wanted to point that out. you may notice that this is one of those games where the soundtrack works really well for like what it is in game, but you really wouldn't go out of your way to listen to these songs.
Uploading data.
EPR appears to be powered by thermal energy. Magma is pumped from the planet's interior and routed from there. I have located
That's kind of hard to do.
a routing system for the magma. It is here in Cataris. Samus, your current suit cannot protect you as you explore Cataris. The extreme heat of the lava is too much for it. Under no circumstances should you enter high temperature areas. I know the shuttle somewhere above here. Use it to find a path forward. There is one other thing to discuss. It is your new Phantom Cloak ability. The Phantom Cloak prevents the enemy from detecting you. Thus far, your only option was to run. Now, bypassing them is also an option. Use this to reach your objective. Note that using the Phantom Cloak severely decreases your mobility, and direct contact with an enemy will still result in capture. It is up to you whether to hold your position. Just be aware of your surroundings. The Phantom Cloak is useless. Once an enemy sees you, you will need to evade capture until it gives up pursuit. The Phantom Cloak can remain active after your aim has been depleted. It will consume your life energy instead. Consider it a desperate measure. Remember, it cannot drain your energy down to nothing. Judicious use of this technique will improve your probability of survival.
Oh hey, time for boosts. I wonder if it's going to be another Metroid boss that's not in this game. Alright, so that wasn't it. Oh, alright. I wasn't actually thinking that door would open. I figured it would only open after I did this. Which means aha, see? Now it doesn't open because I rerouted it again. Wait, okay, apparently the red... I saw a big red dot. Metroid games are still so satisfying to get good at. Wait a minute. Is that another Samus? No, it's probably a Chozo warrior. Samus's power suit is based on Chozo technology. Oh boy, we know what that means. E to the 4th. Oh, it can kind of crawl in there as if it were using a morphing ball. This is bad. Addendum. This is really bad. How in the world did I jump over it? I had absolutely no business surviving that. Just making sure that door opens. Lag. Oh. I'm pretty sure I have to go back into the EMMI zone, but I'm just making sure. Yeah, I do, because that area is off limits. That's not where I got redirected to. This is. Oh, and we need a little bit more redirection. Oh, don't go there either. Aha, it's the green buttons we must press. Turn them red. Not a huge fan of that color scheme. You'd think it would be the opposite, where red would not be working and green would be working. Okay, that's way out of my league right now. Huzzah! I'm sure I can keep. Oops. I'm sure I can keep the sounds on and just remember to disable them when I forget where things are. Here we are. Easy. It's not easy. This game is not easy. Oh boy. Yeah, even as a massive Metroid lover and veteran, I can tell you this is not an easy video game. That was a good pattern, though. That's a teleporter. Whoopsie. Too hot in there for the bounty hunter. No shame in just spamming missiles on that guy. Oh, it's Adam.
Uploading data.
ME stands for Extraplanetary Multiform Mobile Identifier. It can procedurally modify and enhance its own capabilities.
I feel like Samus should have probably already known this before the mission started, but okay.
Its ability to configure itself to fit into narrow spaces is a standard feature. Any ME you encounter will likely do so as it pursues you. You are not capable of destroying their armor plating. This would be true even at your full capabilities.
Oh dear.
You are faced with overwhelming power. Accept your helplessness.
That's kind of aggressive, Adam. Jeez.
ME carefully and use the Phantom Cloak to advance. There are risks even here. The Phantom Cloak reduces your mobility and consumes more AN when you move or shoot. It is still your best chance at survival. Do not hesitate to destroy an enemy whenever you discover more unique energy. This was not one of your original priorities. However, I see no other way to accomplish your goal. These existential threats cannot be sanctioned.
So yeah, just like Metroid Fusion, you know, I've been authorized to terminate the with EMMIs, much like Ceres and that security robot and the Nightmare. Of course, that's because, oh crap. That's because they all become ex-hosts. The EMMI have not become X's. But they have been hacked. You need a spazer for that one, if that wasn't obvious. And that. Ow. Yay! Take a quick look here. The purple E there is a full E. The hollow E down there is actually more akin to a piece of heart in a Zelda game, where you need to collect 4 of them to actually increase your health. Kind of close. Oh, it's very close. Panic. Hey, there's no way to just, like, easily... Okay, just making sure that... Because there's a lot of just shoot all the things moments, as Subsonic likes to say. If you shoot all the things, you'll eventually uncover the way forward. Now where am I going again? Here again? I think it might be, because I think this is where... Yeah, because... This is the part that's now safe that wasn't safe earlier. First things first. Ow. And here it is. We have a special sound effect for this one. Since it's a broken E, but that's okay, because here comes a full E. Yay! Yeah. That's just a recharging station, but we really won't need that. Oh. More magma flow. You'll know what that means. Either not so Fredo jogging strats, if you couldn't tell. Those are speed booster blocks. That won't come from quite a bit later. Ow. Anyway, shuttle time. And this is as good a time as any to take a stretch break. I'll see you in a minute or so. Okie dokie, welcome back. To Metroid, the greatest video game series ever made. In one man's opinion. Sonic! Or at least a spin dashing thing. Spin dash! You will notice that these enemies start dealing pretty high amounts of damage pretty quickly. Like, once you start moving forward in the game really expects you to keep up the pace. You know, it's not here to hold your hand. If you're unable to keep up with the demands, that's on you. And that is the attitude I wish more games these days would actually have. Games these days are just too sanitized, too kid-friendly. Of course, this game is rated T for teen, to be fair. If you couldn't tell, the iRun here has a little bit of a power problem. We're about to run into a robot enemy that deals absurd damage, so you have no business engaging it in combat. Just run around it. Ooh. It's called the Spazer. Everybody knows W stands for wave beam in Metroid. Oh, maybe the robot doesn't actually show up until a little bit later. Because there's two places where you recover the power. I must be thinking of the second instance. And yes, we have to. Because of those crumble blocks earlier. Run! Yeah, this one you actually have to charge beam it. Spazer doors, you can just spam it a couple of times and it'll work out just as well. Or you can do, or you can just use one charge shot. Your choice. And yeah, the Spazer is the one thing that we were missing from the previous section in Cataris. You will notice that we somehow still do not have the morphing ball. This is by far the longest you ever go in a Metroid game without the morphing ball. Whereas a lot of that is because they give you the nifty little slide move. So you don't immediately need it for, you know, small gaps on the ground, but small gaps in midair, you do need the morphing ball for. Aye. Oh, heck me. Those sound like happy little beeps. They're not happy little beeps, though. Please, please, please stay down there. It's not freaking moving! Okay. Once you've exposed the you know, the fleshy part of the brain, you can just spin your regular weapon. It's really not that big of a deal. Hyper-realistic eye! I have a realistic brain. Oh shoot, no, we gotta keep going. Oh God. Come here, boy. Crap. Crap! Oh, I seriously missed that? Nice choke.
You are dead. Not big surprise.
Oh, I only have to kill the door. But yes, I hope that I've appropriately demonstrated that things do in fact not get easier. In fact, they get the opposite of easier. More fun. Oh, no, I see what he's doing. There we go. Redemption. Hey, you don't want to just assume that the EMMI is going on the on a particular path. You got to keep watching that mini map. Orb! It doesn't come in the form of an orb this time. It comes in the form of absorbing a dead robot. Oh, it's ZL, not ZR. Wait, they just straight up give you the spring ball? You don't need the high jump boots? Yeah, they just straight up give you the spring ball. Thanks. We don't have bombs. The heck was that? As the save room. For the record, yes, I do know what that was. It's a surprise. Extra missiles. And here we are, using our first teleporter. See how they're color-coded, too? And this is a very, very specific and needed teleporter. The load times are a bit much sometimes, I will admit. Yay! That looks... bombs. Broken E. And they made sure to place that there so you know where to go. As I said, this is very specific and very needed. I really do love the orb design in this game, too. You should know what a green door means by now. Except also no, because the last time we looked at colored doors, it was with a security system. Green doors mean super missiles. Here's where things get, kind of bad. If you linger around here too much, the room becomes super hot and you'll take a bunch of damage. But you know what? That is A-okay.
So far, so good.
I would say that that collecting the Varia suit is a pretty good so far so goo moment in any Metroid game. I would have to take damage to go and collect that. Kind of a lot of damage, so no. Uh-oh. If you have the gravity suit, then lava won't even phase you. Oh look, there's even things blocking the path now, so I have to go back this way. See what I mean about the game's routing, making sure you don't get lost? You're not gonna get lost. Much. Well, time to probably confront that thing that was making all that racket earlier. It's still making a racket. Still making a racket. This must be it. Ha! Ah, peace and quiet. Just kidding. Of course, we know what really made the racket was behind the door. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time since Metroid Zero Mission in 2004, I give you Kraid! And hey, the last 4 letters of that are raid, and it's time for that on the bot game, so let's do that. Sorry, YouTube audience. Normally, despite Kraid's enormous size, he turns out to be a total pushover in these games, but they didn't quite get the memo for Dread. He actually feels like the proper threat he should be. As for why he's chained up, I don't know. Probably the work of the Chozo warriors. I know, ew. Heck. Well, I'm almost dead. Holy crap. Now I'm almost dead. Good lord. Hey. Those moments are so high. Samus is the hype. Coolest video game character ever. That's right. This was its own thing. Now you can actually blow up things from a slight distance. Oh, hey, a power bomb. I mean, gosh, what could that possibly be? Oh crap. Oh hey, another teleporter. I mean, oh gosh, where could I possibly be meant to go now? Well, I actually made it up there. Oh, well I can't get that without hurting myself. Oh, this puts us right back in Dairon. Dairon, however you want to pronounce it. I'm kind of partial to Dairon because it reminds me of Shishiro Botan's catchphrase in Hololive. Laion. Belaion. Much cuter when she does it, obviously. She's cute, but she's also possibly the best gamer out of everybody in Hololive. And apparently she's really, like, physically strong, too. Good, I need one of those. Oh, come on, I only got 20 health out of that? Yeah, I kind of can't do that right now. Much better. Oh my god, Adam, I finally met Kraid again. Isn't that so exciting?
Uploading data.
This area, Dairon, appears to be
Dairon.
a biological research laboratory. You have already reactivated one generator in this area. There is another sector above you still suffering from the blackout. Find the next generator and reactivate it. You are slowly recovering your abilities. I have still not established what happened to you physically. Don't let your guard down. Your primary objective is to survive. Proceed with the utmost care.
Nice to have a robot that genuinely cares about your well-being, huh? Must be nice. I might be screwed. I know. I'm not screwed. I'm great. That's kind of scary. I sure hope we don't run into that later in the game. I need bombs. Yeah, I don't have bombs yet. Wait, there might be something this way. That's probably where we're meant to go, because we're using the item we just picked up. Oh look, more power bombs. I mean, gosh, what could those possibly be? Okay, that was useless. Oh, there's another shuttle that goes upward at least. Finding out some useful information. Oh, okay. Here we go. There's that robot I talked about. Yeah, it's at this one. And I still don't have the bombs. Hey. Amazing how she always lands on her feet every time she does her spinny jump. We need her on the U.S. Olympic gymnastics team. Or figure skating. AKA gymnastics on ice. Yeah, don't fight that robot. It will heck you up. Oh. Boom! Yay, more missiles. Whee! Power drive. Oh boy, I sure hope we don't run into that later in the game. Spoilers, we won't be seeing that thing again today. We might see it again tomorrow, though. Welcome to the chat room. My internet is at least not complete dog like it was a couple of days ago. I mean, I wouldn't have even attempted to stream if it was still giving me those kind of problems. It definitely is not perfect. Also, hey, look, water. Yay! Water's nice. Nice proper aquatic ecosystem graphics, too. I wonder if this is what the inside of Europa looks like. I believe this is Berenia. There is actually a pretty clear-cut midpoint of the game where we will cut it. Rain. Wait, I thought we were still underground. Why is it raining? Oh yeah, we need a speed booster for that. Whoa! That works. Speed booster. Oh, that's right. We need the grapple beam for that. Oh. Adam.
Uploading data.
The lower levels of Berenia are mostly submerged. You will need your gravity suit to operate there at full efficiency.
So it would seem.
Abilities such as the grapple beam or space jump will help you maneuver underwater to an extent. Find them as soon as possible.
Oh, we're not getting much out of that one, are we? Yes, welcome back. We are... There is a very clear-cut midpoint of the game, where we will stop this stream. We're not there yet. But we are slowly arriving. That's just a recharging station. Anyway, yeah, welcome. We're in the water levels now. It's so pretty over here. That one's one of the more difficult to reach items in the entire game. Wait, no it isn't. The method that I was using involved the speed booster, but upon reflection, all I need to do is just point the grapple beam at the blue wall and I'll be fine. Of course, we do not currently have the grapple beam. That's what we're going. That's what we are going towards. Boy, is that thing a natural-born incubator or what? Like, wow. How many things did it mate with to have that many kids? Probably. At least planet ZDR's equivalent. It is. Oh, thank you. Okay, I didn't even do anything, but it's back. Robots are weird. Cube! I love how the controller is vibrating as I collect the cube. This is an ability you've already seen in Gato Roboto, which was the cat Metroid game. Of course we get something that isn't Metroid. And of course I am the only one who survives. Yeah, I'm quite convinced that somebody at Nintendo played Meowtroid. Wait, full A on hold A to... Okay, that's what the A button's for. Okay. Yeah, sure, what the heck, let's save. Actually, I don't even need the grapple beam, I can just use flash shift. E. Okay, so I can't wall jump underwater, huh? Well, it's not until I have gravity suit. And by the time I have gravity suit, I won't need to wall jump anyway. I have that one. I know for sure I've been able to cheese before. Not this time though. What? Maybe I did it because I did that one first. I don't know. Dyron. Actually, this is another good time for a stretch break. Oops. Wait, there's something down there. No. Just pain. Wow. Whatever, man. Oh, poop. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is probably one of the worst, one of the more difficult chase sequences. I'm so screwed. There's no spider ball in this game. It seriously just went the other way. Okay. Good, this EMMI is really stupid. I freaking knew that was gonna happen. Why did the...
You're an idiot. It's amazing how every time you open your mouth, you prove you're an idiot.
For some reason, the soundboard muted itself. I did not trigger that whatsoever, but it did it anyway. Okay. Dead. I am. Okay, I'm not dead. But I will be momentarily. I did the exact same thing I did the first time. But no, it really is that stupid. Wait, no, I'm going the wrong way here. What is even the right way? I better find it quick. No, wait, no, we already tried that. No, that's not it.
You are dead. Not a big surprise.
Yeah, ain't much you can do. It's just go back in, grit your teeth, and bear it. Oh. How did I miss that? I guess it's not very difficult. I do believe that there is actually a fair amount of RNG though, as far as like where the EMMI spawns when you first enter the arena. It is possible to just get dealt a really bad pattern. That third pattern was definitely friendlier than the other two. I'll bet more this time. Oh, hey, there's a broken E. Oh, that is not nearly enough space. That's not either. This is the fast one. I cannot believe how close that was to not paying off. Because that absolutely was a gamble. Like, once you make your commitment, you make your commitment. Okay, good, it's coming up this way. I have more than enough time to... Oh, yeah! I've got the Sulfredo joggers now. Oh, I forgot you actually have to press L3 to activate it. I don't really know why. Broken E. It is nice that you actually maintain your momentum after you land. I was wondered why that wasn't a thing in Metroid games. Oh yeah, this is probably the hardest item to get in the entire game. For real this time. I'm not going to bother because I kind of forget how it works anyway. Mini cutscene to let you know that you shine sparked in the correct spot. Oh, ouch. Oh no, we don't want to go down there. At least not without the grapple beam. That would be our target. Or not. Oh, crap. I guess I'm gonna forget it. I'm going to forget that that's where I'm supposed to go. Ow! Maybe I am supposed to go back over there. Okay, did I skimp out on... What the heck? So can't use that one. Yeah, I have officially completely forgotten what to do. No, I couldn't have been here before, because otherwise there'd be another room visible there on the map. So then what? I think I have to go back to Berenia. But by what means? That takes me back to Cataris. At least while I'm here, I may as well. I could use a few more missiles. There is an item over there I may as well grab while I'm at it. Although this is going to involve a couple of loading screens. Poker always comes up when I'm in the middle of a screen transition, which is ideal. Oh yeah, first try. I think that's just about the only real way to get it done, too. Because there's not really that much room to set up a Shine Spark. Yeah, I believe with Speed Booster we now have the clearance to get to the grapple beam. I just forget exactly how to get to there. No, that's where we're supposed to go. I was right on top of it and I completely missed it. That's okay. I managed to get those missiles and demonstrate my skill by getting those missiles in one attempt. Yeah, you just trust the game because they will drive you right to where you need to go. Like, they're a pretty good Uber. Yeah, and we're in that EMMI area. Oh, right. Right. I forgot that this is where we get the grapple beam. But here it is. That's what ZR is for. Samus never, ever skips a lifting session. And this, I believe, takes us back to... oh, Dyron. For some reason I thought that was Berenia. But no, this takes us back to where we need to use the grapple beam to get to the elevator to, I believe, Ferenia. Not Burenia, Ferenia. And if I'm right, then you better be sure that you're still here, because here comes the very important midpoint of the video game here. I tried using that, geez. Would you please? Oh dear. What could that power bomb shaped thing possibly be? Okay, yeah, it is Ferenia. Yeah, this is the most important moment in the game, besides the beginning and the end. And this is more or less where we're gonna stop the stream. Well, we're gonna let the moment pass, and then we're gonna talk to Adam, and then that'll be it. Because talking to Adam equals saving the game, as you've known by now. Ow. We are already going into an EMMI zone. Get ready. Huh? Lore. Ah! Still life sculpture. Meet Quiet Robe.
Ashkar behek, hasari gale ubana dosh elegar mir. Ninu barash nek ili ferun dar hadar. Les ninu kedar, ili mathroid mugi. Tanam dar bi hadar bunta. Eiris dosh eka ili gimel. Ashkar behek gabori dosh balan ili mathroid dosh ili tarin nalima hemsatar. Humbin bi kalti sakra. Doshorek Bura, Nino Mejirin ili Zoja Hasana, Limura Gabara ili Sahali, Doshuran ili Mathroid. Kalmir Tostek, Ananakoden Mugi Akalai. Ashkar Behek, Hem ili Maukin, Hasana Hasari Anabalta Dosh Humahar Sarian, ili Tarin Alima. Les Nudakan Dosh Geren Humahar Korgangal Turuta Mathroid Sabalba Talaris Leshak Sirugali Nevak Hembugi Lamai Dosh Goro Humahar Yoris Mei Kohana Aitar Iligel Sumanu Naloni Ishka Ili Agarna Lima Mugi Garama Bi Eris Les Nido Ilitarin Alima Megorile Shakutanka Omtar Humahar Gelsu Muli Barilin Ilieris Arek Ebores Ashkar Behek Elemeirisi Dos Karodan Hum Ninu Aros Hakame Ninu Mahar Meheni Dos Tumema Ninu Mahar Yoris Ishili Mathroin Meilia Garna Lima Habari Bama Mugi Sarali Lina Tamahar Toshek Nutili Mathroid Esborodo Ilioristar Ashkar Behek, Dora Habar Bados Les Maradan. Has Bados Les Maradan. Ashka Urugal Ata. Iliemai Marhuma Satari Lin Ashkar Behek. Tamus Arlan, Feje Hadoran. Ninu Habar Kumane Hundosh, Devolen Ilimathroidin Ishkanulisa Tamaharispi.
That's why he lured us here with that video of the X.
Kino ulo turuta. Ana maril sanur pura. Ay marhen kalom.
Ata Estor Daboris Urahama. Ana Habar Kisari Ilisa. Ana Manbala Meyata Tamus.
This is a robot Chozo soldier. The Mawkins used mech warriors as well as natural ones. That one attack has the most ridiculous hitbox. Whew. Quiet Robe is dead. But not before he turned off the remaining EMMIs. They will no longer pursue me. Wait. Now, before we stop the stream, Acme. Forget how to get these. These are also not particularly easy to get. Oh. Right, okay. Come on. Oh. It's getting that wall jump is the really annoying part. Like, how do you get that wall jump without triggering the game's instinct to turn into a morphing ball there? Obviously not like that. Pretty sure through this door is just another There we go. heck? Yeah, I guess I am. It's kind of tight. Please! Ah! There's also the whole thing about shine sparking in midair that I sort of forget how to do. Oops. That's the phantom cloak. Alright, you gotta hold Y and B to shine spark in midair. Nope. Why is this so tight? I can't even do the first part now. What the hell is going on here? Now that I know what to do, I can't do it. Ah! That's not what it was. At least I got the controller vibrating in my hands every single attempt. That's always a nice experience. No, stop doing. Ah, it's not L2. L1 is how you angle down. Oh my god. Nope. No. You idiot! Stop doing that! Don't press L2! Probably shouldn't even press L1. Actually, I do kind of have to press L2. I do have to press L2 so I can fit through that gap, but only after I've already cleared the block. There's no slope. That's the issue here. If there was a slope, I could recharge the shine spark, but I got to do it all in one go. I hesitated for like a quarter of a second, and that's all it took. About time! Nukem, you haven't played this game. You have absolutely zero authority to say that. I have 100% this game, and I can tell you that that was not the hardest collectible in the game. Yeah, well, how would you like a combination of tight and complex movement? Alright, here we go. We're gonna stop now. As soon as we hear from Adam.
Uploading data.
Our profile friend has explained much. We now know why the enemy are pursuing you. Samus Aran, Raven beat Lord Udir. He wants the Metroid DNA that exists only within you. I have confirmed that Quiet Road has deactivated all remaining enemy. You should now be able to reach the surface unthreatened. The route Quiet Road opened is in Durenia. Return there immediately.
You know, before something else goes wrong. And we're done for now. That is pretty much the halfway point of the game. And I've only forgotten where things are 4 times. That's pretty good.
Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good day.
Alright, so ideally I will see you guys on Wednesday for the second half of Metroid Dread. The latest installment of the greatest video game series ever. According to me. I've played a lot of games. But not like a lot. I know some people who just... I don't even know how they have time to sleep. They've played so many different games. Alright, anyway. See you on Wednesday, hopefully.